Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to install Spotify on Ubuntu Linux. So you can follow along with these directions through text-based version by going to the Spotify website and searching for the Linux Preview app, and it'll walk you through this step by step. But I wanted to make this video tutorial because there's an additional couple steps that I wanted to show you at the end that allow you to get some of the latest features. So the first thing we need to do is actually install Spotify. And in order to do that, the steps as outlined on the Spotify website, we need to edit our sources file by going to sudo gedit /etc/apt/sources.list. And this is going to open this file. And you make sure to do it with sudo, because if not, it'll be a read-only file. And now down the bottom, these lines will not be here. So I added the Spotify line just as a comment, but this is the line that you need to make sure you add. It's deb space http://repository.spotify.com/stable non-free. And you're going to save that, exit, and then go back to your terminal. And now you need to add the Spotify public key. And you can do that by doing sudo apt-key space adv space --keyserver space keyserver.ubuntu.com --recv-keys, and then the Spotify key, which is 4E9CFF4E. And again, this is on the Spotify website. So you're going to hit enter, and that will add the Spotify public key. Finally, we're going to do sudo apt-get, and then we're going to do an update. And this will go through its process. And when that's finished, we're going to do sudo apt-get install Spotify -client -qt. And it's going to say, it's going to ask to download a bunch of files. Just click yes. And I'm going to pause this for a second because my internet connection is slow, and I don't want you to watch 30 minutes of boring video. Okay, so we're back. The process has completed, and now you should see in your sound and video subdirectory in Ubuntu a Spotify for Linux application link. So now this is the additional part of the tutorial that I wanted to talk about. The Spotify for Linux preview is a download from Spotify that they sort of keep up with the current versions, but it's not entirely. As you may know, the current versions of the Windows and Mac Spotify versions have something called applications. They have more support for things like lyrics applications that will add real-time lyrics to your songs. So if you want to get these new and advanced features right on your Linux build before they actually come out as part of the preview, you can get sort of a alpha preview. If you search on Google for Linux Spotify with apps, the first link that should come up is omgubuntu.co.uk, and then this article on getting Spotify on Linux beta add Spotify apps. So what this does is there's two files here. There's an i386deb and there's an AMD64 for depending on which version you have. So if you have a 32-bit version, download the i386deb file, which is what I've done. That should be about a 20 megabyte file or so. I'm not sure how large the 64-bit one is, but it should be similar. So then what you're going to do is you're going to navigate to your downloads folder or wherever it saved that file, and you'll see the Spotify client deb file in there. And then what we're going to do in order to install this is we're going to do sudo dpkg-i and then the name of the package. So once you hit enter, this is going to ask if you want to replace a bunch of files, and it's overwriting the current version of Spotify that you have on there. We're going to hit enter, and it's going to remove the old version and install the new version. That was quick and simple. So now, when you open up Spotify, you have this latest version of Spotify with all of its apps and everything else. You can log in with Facebook, and please note that this current version is not as stable as the older version. I had a number of issues on Ubuntu 11.10 with it, but the older version of Ubuntu 10.10 seems to be a little bit more stable. If you have any questions or problems with this process, be sure to leave a comment and I'll try to help as best I can. And thanks for watching.